Hello everybody, as many of you know, I've been doing these condensed makeup review videos recently and I accumulated 5 new products to share with you guys, so I'm basically going to be doing mini reviews on all of these things today. So I have a mix of items from higher price points and a few really amazing products from really lower price points as well. So there's a good mix of high and low. But if you're new to my channel and you don't know who I am, hello, my name is Anya and I post makeup related videos here on YouTube every single week. Usually I post videos every other day, and every now and then I like to scatter a few videos in between those days. So I end up having about 3 to 5 videos a week here on my channel. I also especially love doing really colorful, really just extra kind of makeup. So if you are interested in seeing more of that, I do have an Instagram account onto which I post all of my colorful makeup looks. And in addition to that, I also have my IGTV onto which I post IGTV tutorials about 1 to 2 times a week. So if you haven't already followed my Instagram, I would highly suggest you doing so. I have been devoting a lot of time and effort to that page lately, and so far I think you guys have been really enjoying it. So without further ado, let's just get started and talk about these makeup products, because I have a few items here that I'm really excited about. So I'm going to start off by talking about, well, let me talk about this thing. This is something that I've been getting a lot of questions about. I've been getting a lot of compliments about, and I've been getting like a few inquiries as to what specifically this product was and like where I got it from and all of that. I'm talking about the Wet n Wild Mega Slick Lip Gloss in the shade Sinless. This is a lip topper, like a lip gloss lip topper hybrid that I have been just obsessed with. It's under $3, which is phenomenal. I'll put the exact price on the screen when I do the close-up, but I have been wearing this on and off. I've been wearing this with nude lips, I've been wearing it with both lips, and I've been wearing it in a lot of my videos, and a few people were wondering what this gloss was, and of course I shared it with you, but I mentioned that I really was excited about the fact that this was so inexpensive, and it really truly is incredibly inexpensive, and the quality is so wonderful. I think the formula of this is very comparable to the Huda Beauty lip toppers in the sense that it's a very, very beautiful gloss. It's not sticky, it's very reflective. It really just gives like an instant pop to your lips. It gives so much dimension, and I love how this shade in particular is so unique because it's violet in some lights, it's pink in other lights, but on the whole it is so incredibly reflective that no matter what lip color you put it on top of, it instantly provides that bouncing of light, and it really has a plumping effect on the lips. It's not a plumping gloss, but it's a very, very reflective lip gloss lip topper, and I have been enjoying it so much, and I will definitely be trying to get more shades. I will say this, when I was in the store and looking at the entire display, this was the most unique looking shade, which is why I got it. I don't know if I would like any of the other shades as much as I like this specific shade, but for some reason, I mean, this product is such a wonderful hybrid of a very unique and very flattering color for me, and a wonderful just kick butt formula that I absolutely love, all under $5. This is like about $2 and something cents. I think it might even be less than that, but I absolutely love this product. Next, I want to talk about something that's a little bit more expensive. A while back, I decided to get my hands on the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. Now, see, the thing is about this, this first came out on the scene like a little bit ago. I think it was like over a year back, and I did not buy it. I think at that point specifically, it didn't fit into what I wanted from just my face products. At that point, I was wearing foundation, and I didn't necessarily think it necessary to spend so much money on a blurring product when I was wearing foundation, and I just felt like it wasn't worth it. Now, however, I do not wear foundation on a daily basis. Like right now, for example, I have no foundation on my skin whatsoever. I only have highlight and bronzer, and that's pretty much my typical face getup. I rarely have foundation, if ever, on my face. So I figured that with that kind of habit in mind, I might as well try this out. So I have been wearing this a lot. I've been wearing this when I have been sweating. I've been wearing this when I haven't been sweating. I specifically was trying it out earlier in the fall when we had a lot of hot days here in Texas, and I was really interested in seeing how this would affect my makeup look, how this would perform on my skin, and I have mixed opinions. On the surface, it really does what it says it's gonna do. It manages to have like a very natural looking mattifying effect on the skin. It also has like this weird way of blurring your pores. I don't like, I think that what it is that the mattifying effect just makes your skin look a lot more airbrushed. And as a result, your pores look smaller. I don't know the exact science behind it, but that's what I think that this does. I've also noticed that whenever I do wear this, this really helps me with my oil control. So I, as many of you know, have very oily skin. So whenever I have face products on my skin, I usually want them to be powder products because otherwise my face just gets really greasy really quickly. This has the benefit of preventing my face from getting so greasy, and I've even worn it when I have been dancing, when I've been performing, and I have noticed myself sweating, but not nearly as much as I would if I wasn't using this on my face. Additionally, this product does claim that you can use it with foundation and without foundation. However, here is the kicker. I have found that this product performs the best completely on its own. When you don't have highlight on your face, when you don't have bronzer on your face, when you don't have blush, when you don't have foundation, it performs the best. However, if you put this underneath your makeup, I have experienced patchiness. And I have experienced patchiness no matter what I do, even if I really try to buff this into the skin, even if I buff this into the skin and take another brush and buff this product into the skin for a more flawless look, I still experience a little bit of patchiness no matter what I do. And that's just because I think that's because this is a stick formula and it's a mattifying and pore blurring formula. So I assume that it's meant to really just like stick to the skin and really just make sure that there's a lot of shine control going on, and somehow that manages to make makeup on top of this product look a little bit patchy. I have managed to just finesse things and make this look good on my skin with other products, but at the same time it did require a lot of effort and attention on my face makeup, which is not something I usually want to spend much time on. The effect is not shocking. It just adds a little bit of a benefit to your overall appearance, which is why I like it. But is it worth the price tag? I hesitate to say that, because if you are willing to spend that money on a product such as this, that is good for you. But if you're somebody who is trying to look at the drugstore a lot, if you're somebody that really just wants to make sure that if you're spending a significant amount of money, you're spending it on something that will really make a huge difference, this might not be that for you. I want to take it back and talk about pretty much the cheapest item in this entire video. I am going to show you guys this lip liner. This is the AOA Studio lip liner in the shade Trend. Now, I was shopping at AOA Studio a little bit ago, and first of all, I bought a mascara that I featured in another mini makeup reviews video, and you can see my opinions on that mascara in that video. But I also was at the checkout line and I saw a whole bunch of lip liners on display, and I figured, you know what? I might as well try this lip liner. And I picked up this shade because I thought that this would be like a very beautiful nudie pink tone, which is usually what I prefer when it comes to lip liners on myself. And I have been testing it out. This is a wooden pencil liner, so you do have to sharpen it. It's not a twist up, but then again, you're paying $1 for this. I think that, in my opinion, this is definitely one of my better used, or one of my more used lip liners of the moment, because of the fact that it's so creamy. It just is very flattering on me. It's very easy to use. It just meshes in really well with other lip products that I put on top of it. And it does provide like a very good natural looking outline for my lips. I chose to wear this on my lips today along with a lipstick and a lip gloss, and I basically used it to outline specifically this portion of my lips because my upper lip does tend to need a little bit more definition, and I use this for that purpose, and it's very creamy. It glides on very easily. It's definitely not a lip liner that is gonna stay on forever because it's so creamy. I find that the formula in this for this lip liner is similar to that of ColourPop. Both ColourPop and AOA Studio, when it comes to their lip liners, they have very creamy formulas. They resemble almost the texture of lipsticks, but when it comes to longevity, these don't last very long. But then again, lip liners for me, I don't mind if they don't last that long. I just want them to be creamy. I want them to just glide on the lips easily. I don't want them to be dry, and that's what I look for. So this has been a really beautiful lip liner. I love it. It's very inexpensive and just beautiful on the lips. It doesn't pull anything. It just glides on, and the effect is simply beautiful. I also want to talk about this product right here. This is the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. I got this from my sister on my birthday, and I was super excited because look at all of these beautiful shades. You have so many amazing green tones in here. You have like your more like yellowy golden like olivey tones over here, and then you're like moving into like some beautiful like just like true bluish sort of green shades. I just feel like this palette has a lot of like really unique options when it comes to green shades, and as somebody who has a ton of eyeshadow palettes already, whenever I add something new to my collection or whenever I get gifted something new, I want to make sure that that item is something that I don't necessarily have many duplicates of in my collection. And I can definitely say that there are definitely a lot of shades in here that I do not have duplicates of. Specifically, this shade right here, which is kind of like a emerald green, but it's a lot lighter than that, and it's just so unique and so lovely and so gorgeous. I love it. I have been using this palette extensively, and I do have my opinions to share with you today. I think the crowning glory of this palette definitely would go to the mattes. My favorite matte in this palette is this beautiful evergreen matte called Space Queen. I love this shade so much. It's very opaque, super blendable, very high impact. I just love how it just adds like that definition to my looks. And I will also say that the metallic foiled-like finishes in this palette are absolutely stunning as well. But here is what I found when using this palette. I usually apply my metallics using my fingers. Typically, I find that that is the easiest way for me to apply metallics because I like to manipulate my eyeshadow just onto my lids directly using my fingers. That makes no sense, but you know what I mean. If you watch my IGTV tutorials, you will see that a lot of times I use my fingers in my makeup. And I have noticed that whenever I do use my fingers to apply a lot of these metallic shades, it gets a little bit crumbly. It gets a little bit difficult for me to really just finesse the shade on. It's not impossible, but I just have noticed a slight crumbly texture when applying these shadows with my fingers. I think that these shadows work better when you apply them with a very stiff brush, and or when you apply them wet with a glitter glue or just with like a setting spray, because they need something to adhere to so you can get that maximum color payoff, because these shadows are really flattering and so just high pigment and so high intensity. But I think when you take that and when you apply it to some of these more high impact foiled shades, you end up with something that's a little bit slightly crumbly, but once you just tweak the application, the effect is simply stunning and gorgeous and beautiful and opaque and pigmented, and I love it. So this is definitely a palette that I have been using a lot, that I've been keeping out a lot, and I've been obsessed with it. It is so beautiful, and I absolutely love this. I want to talk about this super inexpensive lipstick that I have been using a ton. This is the Essence lipstick, and the shade is number 5. This is Nude. I have been using Essence lipsticks or just Essence lip products and even face products a lot in the past, and I recently came across the Essence display at one of my local stores, and I saw that they had like this new packaging, and I saw that they had a new shade that I somehow had not noticed before, and I decided to get my hands on this lipstick, and this is pretty much it. This is the shade number 5. This is Nude, and I have been wearing it a lot, and I have very favorable opinions on this lipstick. The finish is a cream to glossy finish. It's very, very opaque, very buttery. I'm wearing it on my lips today on top of the AOA Studio lip liner and underneath one of the Milani glosses. So the effect is very beautiful, very luscious, so incredibly glossy. I will say this has like a very taupey nude effect on the lips. If you look at my lips right now, you will see that yes, it has like a taupey nude effect, but it still has a little bit of pink in it. So it's very flattering on my face. And I just love how much of a true taupey nude this is. I love this lipstick. I've been using it a lot. It manages to stay on pretty well. I have worn it and I have eaten a hot dog, and it stayed on just as well as you'd expect a creamy lipstick to stay on when you're stuffing your face with a hot dog, which was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty standard. I do have to reapply this if I still want that like opaque looking nude effect. This is one that I've absolutely been loving because the quality is really up there and the price is just so inexpensive. That is pretty much it for this video. Those were some 5 quick fire reviews on some new products that I've been trying out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye guys.